What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another video. And today I'm doing my second NBA mock draft. This video will be the non-lottery part of the draft, 15 through 30 picks. So let's get into this. So with the 15th pick in the draft, the Pelicans, I think, will select Sheu Gilgeous-Alexander. Sorry if I mispronounced that name, but he is a 6'6" point guard, 180 pounds, so I don't know how that's going to work out. I could just see him going in the Pelicans system with Drew Holiday, unquestionable future with the team. Rondo, which I don't know about that either, so yeah. And they also got Mike James. I don't know about that either, so. And with the 16th pick in the draft, I think the Portland Trail Blazers will select Lonnie Walker out of Miami. So if y'all been paying attention to college basketball this year, you can tell that Lonnie Walker is the real deal. An amazing scorer, just an amazing all-around player who, only reason that I don't see him going to earlier in the lottery is because his stats don't show it. But if you watch his games, he's not playing as much as some other guys like Trae Young and something, but he has got a bright future and he's going to be something special. So, with the 17th pick in the draft, I think the Pacers will select Bruno Fernandez. So, Bruno, I've never heard your name. Sorry, man. I just don't know who you are. I've just seen highlights and stuff. He looks like a dominant big man out of Maryland. So, let's just pull up his stats real quick. Because, I've heard of him. I've heard that he could be, another amazing big man that could fall in the draft. A lot of kind of players. Okay, let's see. Yeah, 10 points per game, 6 rebounds. Another solid player that could reflect in the NBA well. We'll just have to see. So, one of my favorite players in the draft is, with the 18th pick, I think the Nuggets will select Troy Brown out of Oregon. So, I just like Troy Brown and all. I just think he's a really good player and has a really bright future. He's just a really good all-around player. He only averages 11 points and 8 rebounds, but he is an amazing player, and he's got a bright future in the NBA coming ahead. And this is probably another pick that I could see more confident about than any other pick in the draft is the 19th pick, the Suns' other pick from the Heat. I'm pretty sure. I think that they will select Trevon Duval. So, Trevon, he was a really good player in high school. Let's just see. Well, I think this is going to happen because they have Tyler Ulis, but no offense to Tyler Ulis, but he's not a franchise point guard. He's small, and not many players like that can reflect in the NBA. And adding a guy who's 6'3", can run the point guard position, averaged 12 points and 6 assists in college so far, amazing player. So with the 20th pick in the draft, I think the Wolves will select, or Timberwolves, whatever y'all think, they'll select Jared Vanderbilt from Kentucky. Another amazing player. Another top-notch Kentucky player. And like I said in my last video, this might be the only times Kentucky player doesn't go before top 10. Yeah, top 10. But another, this freshman, I think freshman is the thing now. Teams don't draft sophomores and stuff, because if that was the case, Gary Allen would go first pick every single time, any day of the week. So let me see Jared Vanderbilt. Let's go. See Jared Vanderbilt. Oh, he hasn't played yet. Okay, I think I heard about that. He was hurt, so that's why he hasn't played yet. When he comes back and starts his debut, I expect him to be one of the best players in college basketball. So with the 21st pick in the draft, I think the Bucks will select Brandon McCoy out of UNLV. So, UNLV, they're not really known for recruiting amazing players, but they're always up there. You'll see them in the tournament sometimes, but with now having Brandon McCoy on the team, they might be really good because he's probably one of the best, most underrated big men of all college basketball, averaging 19 points and 10 rebounds. Chicago native, but he's a huge big boy, man. 7'1", 250 pounds. Another player that could be a beast in the NBA. So the 22nd pick in the NBA draft, I think the Washington Wizards will select Dizana Musa. Sorry, I don't know how to spell that name, but another solid player from overseas. He's from Bosnia, so like I've just seen highlights and stuff and 2K. So let's just see what his stats really are. I've heard some good things about him. He could be amazing. So let's see. He averages 12 points per game in Europe, and along with 3 rebounds, which in Europe that's really good stats. So with the 23rd pick in the NBA draft, I think the Pistons will select Mitchell Robinson. So what happened about that was he ended up leaving Western Kentucky for some reason. I don't know. I think he tried to get in the G League or something, but in some way I feel like Mitchell Robinson is still going to get drafted first round. That's an iffy pick because he might not even get drafted. He might never play basketball or NBA again, but I just feel like some team, you got to take a risk on him. High risk, high reward, whatever they say. I think the risk could pay out for some team who drafts him. So with the 24th pick in the NBA draft, I think the Atlanta Hawks, my favorite team, if y'all didn't know, I think they'll select Raleigh Atkins. So I'm currently looking at NBADraft.net, what I usually get most of my resources from, that I've been getting this info from. But they project him going mid-second. They say 37. And I think he'll go 24th because amazing player, man. If y'all have seen college basketball, like dude, this guy is the real deal. Like, he can score. Like, this might be one of the best drafts like I've seen. Like, it's just complete. Like, last year's draft was good. It was really solid, one of the best I could say ever. Maybe go down. But this is another solid draft that could be on the road ahead. So, yeah. So with the 25th pick, the Cleveland Cavaliers on the clock, and I think they'll select Grayson Allen. So Grayson Allen, yeah, he's a really good player out of Duke. He kind of is, I don't know how to describe it, but he has, like, he likes to trip people and stuff, but Grayson Allen decided to play until his senior year, and now he's basically has to go to the NBA draft. He can't go up past his senior year. But what happened was, I guess he just wanted to just get his degree or whatever, but he's averaging 16 points and 4 assists in college, but he could, if he was averaging these stats in his freshman year, I could see him going first or second pick. Because, yeah, he didn't play. Yeah, in his first year, he only averaged 4 points. And then he went he averaged 22 points in his sophomore season, and he didn't enter the NBA draft. That might have been one of the worst moves, but at least he came back. Good for Duke. This is another pick I'm confident about, is the Spurs taking Isaac Bonga out of Germany. So Isaac is another good player. I just think the Spurs will draft him because they've had a lot of good history about drafting overseas players. Tim Duncan, Patty Mills, Tony Parker. Yeah, they're just a good team drafting late. They're always late rounds, but they seem up getting good players. So, like, he's projected in the 30s, but I think he'll go first round. So, the 27th pick, I think the Nets will select Tony Carr. Never heard of him. I just seen many reports saying he'll go first round. So, I got him there. He's from Penn State. With the 28th pick, I think the Atlanta Hawks will select Austin Wiley out of Auburn. I just know because, yeah, I'm an Alabama fan. And they kind of beat us. No, we're going to beat them, but they beat us in football, so yeah. But I just know of him because they're 15-1, one of the best teams in the country. And Auburn needs to get more recognition, to be honest. They should be ranked top 5, but they're not for some reason, but whatever. And the 29th pick, I think the Celtics will select Shake Milton. Shake Milton out of SMU. Like, I've just heard of him, seen him on ESPN, but he's another good scorer, 17 points per game, 6'5". Can probably play the 1 or 2, whatever they need to play him. But I would probably sort of see him more as a point guard because of his passing abilities, but that's just me. And the final pick of the first round, I think the Warriors will select Elias Johnson out of Missouri State. So, I've just looked him up on YouTube and saw some highlights. Amazing player. He's averaging 15 points and 12 rebounds per game. second year. Last year he was relatively really good. Same stats, but if the Warriors got to take a risk on this dude. Okay, he can rebound, score. I could see him playing the 4 or 5. You don't know about Zaza and JaVale McGee, what they're going to do. So this is the most safest pick. Take this dude. If he's not good, oh well, send him out of the G League, trade him, whatever. It's not a big deal for y'all. But yeah, that's all 15 to 30 picks. In my last video, which a card will probably be popping up in the top right corner, I did the earlier pick. That video hit 100 views in like less than a week. So thanks for that, guys. But I'm making this video. If y'all want to see the second round,